12,756 feet above sea level in the Himalayas. Hidden deep within the Himalayan mountains, mysterious cave paintings have surfaced. Paintings so strange and intricate that experts are calling them a game changer. The implications are staggering, and the world may never look at history the same way again. Could these images reveal a forgotten civilization, or even point to something far more extraordinary? Could they be the earliest signs of humanity's cosmic curiosity, the hidden beginnings of celestial cave art? Ancient cave art has always been a source of fascination for archaeologists, historians, and casual explorers alike. The idea that people tens of thousands of years ago not only created pictures on stone walls but also included celestial symbols in their work continues to blow the modern mind. These weren't just primitive doodles. These early images were deliberate, purposeful, and sometimes shockingly advanced. In fact, part of the enduring excitement lies in realizing these ancient visuals contained more than symbolic or decorative content. They may have encoded a deep and nuanced understanding of the skies. In certain Himalayan caves, for example, paintings have been found that appear to map out the sun, the moon, and possibly even specific planets. Researchers have traced red ochre outlines that astonishingly match what we now know about the structure of our solar system. This unexpected sophistication challenges many existing narratives and makes some historians wonder, how could such complex astronomical knowledge have existed so long ago, in such isolated and rugged terrains? Yet, it's not only the Himalayas that house these remarkable artworks. From the painted slopes of southern France's Paleolithic caves to the open rock faces of Spain and India, distinct traces of early astronomy appear across continents. It's almost as if ancient communities, separated by vast oceans and mountain ranges, simultaneously sensed the importance of the skies above and felt compelled to capture that cosmic order in lasting form. One striking example comes from a rock carving located in what is now Nalanda, India. This carving shows images of the sun and the moon side by side, an early and clear display that emphasizes the significance of these two celestial objects in guiding not only day-to-day life but also in forecasting agricultural and spiritual rituals aligned with solstices and equinoxes. These carvings may have shaped seasonal festivals, religious observances, and the earliest forms of calendar making. Some cave paintings go even further by depicting what researchers believe are representations of comets, meteor showers, or unusual celestial events, strong evidence that people were intensely observant of the sky and sensitive to dramatic changes in its behavior. When a fiery streak lit up the night sky, it wasn't merely observed, it was carved or painted into rock, forming a kind of communal record. In this way, art turned into an archive, a durable, visual medium to store knowledge that might otherwise fade with time. This connection between cosmic observation and permanent record-keeping is echoed in the materials used. By examining ancient pigments, geologists and archaeologists have determined that iron-rich minerals such as ochre played a major role in these cave paintings. Red ochre, in particular, stands out not just for its bright color and striking visual effect, but also for its remarkable durability. It continues to show up with clarity even after thousands of years of exposure to humidity, wild temperature fluctuations, and natural erosion. This resilience partly explains why we can still see clearly defined cosmic symbols and motifs. But red ochre was likely more than a practical material. It seemed to hold deep spiritual value, representing life, blood, energy, and vitality in many early societies. It's also important to consider the context in which these cave paintings were made. These weren't simply art galleries. These caves often served multiple purposes. Some functioned as ceremonial shrines, others as shelters, meeting places, or teaching spaces. When we reflect on how sacred and central these locations were to early communities, combined with the level of attention given to painting celestial bodies like the sun, moon, and stars, it becomes clearer that our ancestors didn't just observe the heavens, they revered them. They may have understood, even then, that life on Earth was intimately tied to the rhythms of the cosmos. With every new discovery, our appreciation for their creative and intellectual abilities continues to grow. That's why experts from multiple disciplines, archaeology, anthropology, astronomy, and art history, are now working together more closely than ever before. By combining scientific dating techniques with deep artistic and cultural analysis, they are piecing together the evolution of early cave art. For instance, when scientists began to study the pigments found in Himalayan cave paintings, they repeatedly came across the same vivid substance, red ochre. This ancient pigment's hue, created from iron oxide, doesn't easily degrade, making it ideal for preserving art across tens of thousands of years. Not only was it used in the Himalayas, but it's been found on nearly every continent in prehistoric art. The widespread use begs the question, why did ancient artists choose this specific color for images of celestial bodies and symbolic figures? Theories abound. Some researchers suggest that red symbolized energy, fertility, and survival, all themes deeply embedded in early cultural and religious life. By painting stars or solar disks in red, artists were possibly highlighting their essential importance to the human experience. Other pigments have been found, too. Black, made from charcoal, white, likely from chalk or ash. Prehistoric artists appear to have been skilled experimenters, blending these substances to achieve different shades and effects. They may even have heated certain minerals to alter their color intensity or texture for application. In many caves, the paint layers show signs of multiple applications, indicating that paintings were revisited and revised over time, possibly as rituals or updates when new cosmic knowledge was gained. But these visual marvels are only part of the story. Scientific efforts like carbon dating usually focus on organic materials, like leftover charcoal or plant fibers, that may have been mixed with the pigments. These organic traces help approximate the age of the artwork, but the process is not always exact. Results can vary widely based on preservation conditions and whether the pigments include carbon-based compounds. That's why scientists also employ uranium series dating, particularly on the calcite deposits that slowly form over paintings. These methods have led to some thrilling but inconsistent results, sometimes revealing date ranges that span thousands of years. That wide margin is enough to spark heated debate within the academic community. Beyond dating and material analysis, there's another layer of intrigue: mathematics. Some archaeologists believe that the arrangement and alignment of dots, circles, and symbols in the cave paintings may suggest a kind of Stone Age astronomy. These geometric points could be symbolic representations of star clusters, helping early observers track cyclical events like solstices, equinoxes, or lunar phases. In more speculative interpretations, they might even map the trajectory of meteors or comets. For instance, cave art in France's famed Lascaux region appears to align with the Pleiades star cluster, supporting the idea that prehistoric art included intentional cosmic detail. It's been proposed that small tools, like bone or stone rods, might have been used to measure and map these celestial alignments directly onto cave walls. Though we lack direct evidence of such tools, the extraordinary precision in some artworks makes a compelling case that ancient artists were measuring with purpose. Shifting from tools and measurements to the broader meaning, we see that many Himalayan cave paintings also carry religious or spiritual weight. Some scholars detect influences from both Buddhism and the ancient Bon tradition. Bon, which predates Buddhism in the Tibetan region, has a cosmology rich in sacred mountain symbolism, celestial deities, and ritual practices that bind Earth to the heavens. Many Bon rituals invoke the sun, moon, and various star realms as sacred forces representing the harmony between spiritual and cosmic orders. Later, Buddhism absorbed and extended many of these themes. Mandalas, for example, often depict the universe in symbolic form, centered around a cosmic axis that connects different realms of existence. In Nepal's Mustang area, murals from the 13th or 14th century show richly colored cosmic Buddhas, encircled by rings representing various dimensions of reality. These motifs are mirrored in older Bon carvings, reinforcing the idea that Himalayan spiritual traditions have long portrayed cosmic and sacred truth side by side. Some caves, like the renowned Kogaling Cave in Nepal, feature deities and spirits associated with cosmic energy and transformation. While these paintings may not be purely astronomical, The inclusion of stylized suns and stars signals a profound spiritual interest in cosmic forces. However, these precious works face threats. Some cave paintings have been destroyed by centuries of exposure to wind, moisture, and light. Human interference also plays a devastating role. Graffiti, unregulated tourism, or even poorly executed restoration attempts can permanently damage irreplaceable imagery. In response, preservationists have introduced new protective measures, such as climate-controlled barriers and 3D digital mapping, to document these artworks before they degrade further. Some experts even advocate for closing off the most vulnerable sites entirely, as France did with the famous Lascaux caves, to ensure that future generations can still learn from and appreciate these ancient wonders. As more Himalayan cave paintings are uncovered and studied, they add rich, new dimensions to our understanding of humanity's relationship with the cosmos. These images, rendered in red ochre and drawn across stone walls millennia ago, may be some of the first cosmic maps ever made, a testament that our fascination with the stars is not a modern phenomenon. It's ancient, it's primal, and it's been with us since the dawn of time.